I'm starting to think that the age is catching up now.
Yeah.
And
Man.
Kurt, we love you, bro. But I think I think it's
what they did to Old Yeller. You seen Old Yeller before? Yeller was
No, Mama. There's no hope for him now, Travis. He's suffering. You know we've got to do it.
I know, Mama. He was my dog. I'll do it.
What's up and welcome back to Cover 2 with BeeWoo EarlKnowsItAll, man, and BeeWoo. First and foremost, how you doing today, man? Are you okay? We doing the vibe check.
We doing just like the Atlanta weather is. A little gloomy out here in Atlanta.
Yeah, it was a nasty day today, man.
Yeah, a little gloomy out here, but it is what it is. Georgia made the SEC championship, and they won it.
Yeah.
So in spite of all things that's going on in the ATL, got something to hang our hats on.
Man, what Kendrick say? We're gonna get back to that. Quarterback situation with Georgia. Sometimes, things gotta happen sometimes, I guess.
Sometimes.
But yeah, man. Welcome to this episode, man. We got a lot to talk about. Week 14 is in the books, man. And it got kicked off, of course, with the Lions on Thursday night taking on the Packers. A good division game. Lions coming off that Thanksgiving win, man, and held on in that game. The gambler, Dan Quinn 2.0, as we call him, Dan Campbell, wins, man. And Dan Campbell is the guy that, if you're a football fan, man, you got to like him. He goes for it on fourth down. He's a tough, hard-nosed coach. They got guys hurt, but they just next man up and they handle their business, man.
Man, I you're right about it. The gambler, man. It's working for him, and it's great when it's working. When it's not working, you're the dumbest coach ever.
Yeah.
But, Dan Quinn, like you said, he used to try to do things like that. But they gambled on that play Thursday night. Yeah. And it's a smart play.
Like you say, you look like a genius when it works, man. You go for it on your own side on fourth down, you get it.
Hey,
kudos to you at that point.
And I think they didn't even, they could have took the points and it wasn't gonna hurt them if they did or did, but it worked out and you're a genius.
Hey man, I mean right now 12-1, best record in the NFL, tied with the Chiefs, of course, we'll talk about later, but they clinched the playoff spot in that game over the Packers. The NFC North is looking real tough. I think Packers losing that game probably put themselves out of contention to win it, but another team we'll get into in that division who you like. I don't think you liked them yesterday.
Hey man, they are who we thought they were.
Hey man, hey,
some things happen in their favor in that game, but
But again, another team that kind of did that thing as well. The Eagles, my Eagles, man,
Yo Eagles
clinched the playoff spot.
Yeah,
win over Carolina. Now, what I've been noticing, and we can talk about this a little bit too, the Panthers are kind of tough, man. They're a feisty little squad, man.
Yeah, Panthers, last 4 weeks, they've been looking like, they fighting for something.
Yeah.
Where they fighting? They've been, they are.
That's the thing, like they
feisty little cat out there.
Yeah, they were fighting to be like one of the worst teams, and Bryce Young was benched. They brought Bryce Young back. It looked like they may be trying to go for a quarterback, but people got different views on the quarterbacks in this draft. But Bryce Young has looked good, man.
Yeah.
He made some big plays, made a play to Adam Thielen on the fourth down, made a scramble out of the end zone on the fourth down. Like, I mean, he's looking like the guy that he was advertised as. Like he's more comfortable now,
right? And they can play spoiler for some people right now.
Week 18, man. Circle that one on your circle.
Play spoiler for some people right now, but yeah, man, Bryce Young is certainly doing his thing. I think it might be coming together for him.
Yeah.
I think,
I'll definitely say I think the coach they got now, Canales, seems like he's a little bit better than the guy they got rid of last year from Baylor or wherever he's from. I think the college coach. So seemed like they got a little bit of rhythm. He sat down for a minute. Got to watch Andy Dalton, and now he's back out there and looking good, man. Like he got his confidence back too.
Indeed.
So shout out to Bryce Young. No shout out to the Panthers though, man. Y'all kitty cat still was real soft out here, but you got a little fight in you, man. You got your claws getting a little sharp, man.
Yeah. No doubt.
Now, like we said, man, the Lions and Eagles both clinched playoff berths. The two top teams in the NFC right now, man, along with Minnesota, who also has 11-2 record, but. Who do you think? We had this debate a little bit last week. You still feel the same way, man? You like the Lions?
Still like the Lions.
Okay, man. And I'm still
rocking
with my Eagles, man.
The Lions, man, it's working.
It is what I like what you said. I'm gonna highlight what you said. It works until it don't work with that fourth down stuff and all the gutsy rah.
It works, and like I said, Dan Quinn got us to a Super Bowl on the same.
He did,
type of energy, and it works when it's working.
Yeah,
and when it don't work, and everybody calling for your head, like, man, what are you doing? You the dumbest coach out there.
That's true.
But I mean, it is definitely working.
Yeah,
for the Lions, and they're got a running game. Jared Goff,
they got everything you got. They got good wide receivers with Amon St. Brown. They got like you said, Jared Goff. He's been to a Super Bowl. He's got some experience. They lost their best defensive player in Hutchinson, but I don't know. Speaking of teams who don't got pass, they get a pass rush with whoever they send out there. So
indeed,
I mean, shout out to Aaron Ross too, who one of the best coordinators. Maybe he'll be looking at getting the job too
pretty soon.
Yeah,
pretty soon.
But yeah, I like the Lions. I just think
you just think
I see a little bit of where it could go wrong. That's what I'm gonna say. I see where it could go.
What is it? Hope.
It ain't hope, man.
It's your Eagles prevail.
Man, we are it's a bizarre world already, man. A lot of crazy stuff has went on, but we talking about the Lions and then hoping that somebody can beat them. This is what 2024 has brought us, man. It's all Cat Williams' fault. But yeah, the Lions, I can't deny they're a good football team, but I like what I will say this, I'm not 100% confident on the Eagles like that. No. I do like Saquon though. I like the fact that they can run the ball, but I think
he is the difference, man.
I think the only thing I'm worried about with the Eagles is I haven't really seen them have to play from behind. And if you make Jalen Hurts have to pass, I don't want to say it like that, but they got weapons. But when it's predictable and you got to drop back every time, if you stop Saquon Barkley, that could be a problem. And the Lions have a pass rush, and they score a lot of points, and they like to get after you. So that's the only thing that gives me a little pause. But if Saquon can get going against them, I like their chances, man.
Indeed, and like I said, you kind of worry about what Jalen can do if he has to play from behind. I think last year around this time, the Eagles had already started,
they started
shedding feathers.
Yeah. That's what we're gonna call it. Yeah, they started hot and then it was all downhill from them, but they look pretty solid right now, man. So we're gonna keep an eye on that. Like you said, you guys let us know. Comment below, tell us who you think the team is to beat. I think definitely those two teams are the cream of the crop, like we said as well. Now, BeeWoo, you texted me yesterday and said, man, this is why I don't trust the Bills, man.
Yeah.
and at the time you texted me, they was getting spanked.
And they was getting spanked at the time, and then it started to turn around right then. Shortly thereafter, Josh Allen put on a performance.
He did, man.
And
a historic performance, man. He became the first player with 3 passing TDs and 3 rushing TDs in the game.
Wow.
I can't believe nobody's ever did that.
I can't believe it.
Not Lamar, not Randall Cunningham, not Steve Young.
Not Vic.
Vic.
Yeah. I can't believe I can't believe that fate has not happened.
Yeah.
Like, that is,
That was a crazy game. Now, like I said, I didn't get a chance to catch it live. I left out the house right when that game was getting started, but I think they put up 96 points or 87 points, something like that. It was crazy. 44-42, I think.
Great. It was
very entertaining.
Very entertaining game. Part of it that I watched, and the other part was watching me, but it was very entertaining game. But this is why, I said, hey.
So you still, even with the comeback, the way Josh Allen
Josh Allen has always been a great player.
Yeah.
But for some reason, they,
it seems he has one thing that his kryptonite is, and that's the guy who's everybody's kryptonite, Mahomes. But
yeah,
I don't know.
I mean, we'll see.
Yeah.
And the Chiefs are looking kind of shaky. The Ravens look iffy. So we don't know. I mean,
and it's a team that we don't ever talk about. They right there.
They right there. Yeah, and the Steelers, keep doing what they doing. You know, they're winning. They just winning.
Yeah.
You know, and it's but Josh Allen, he is that guy, and we will see.
I think he may have even wrapped up the MVP in the loss, man.
Wow.
People look for signature moments or whatever in these games.
I can see that. I can see that.
And now the NFL looks for a reason not to give it to a running back. So,
I can see that. You
got
two great running backs out there that
Henry and Saquon
made a difference on brand new teams that, and like I said, Josh Allen has kind of always been that guy.
True.
But they look, like you said, NFL looks for a reason to not give it to a running back.
And it's kind of been, I guess, and I hate to say this, addition by subtraction, but I think they kind of tailored this to make it be like Josh Allen is the man. They got rid of Stephon Diggs, so he don't really have like a number one weapon now. He kind of passes the ball around to everybody. He's running it all around the field and all that stuff.
Indeed.
But yeah, I mean, Saquon is on pace to break the rushing record too. So that'll be interesting to see if Saquon can get that record. Break Eric Dickerson's record from back in the 80s.
I think it was 85 or something.
84, 85, somewhere
in there,
if he does that, are they going to give it to him or are they going to give it to Josh Allen? And I think Lamar, since, he already got two and they've had some losses, I don't know if they're going to be in it anymore, man.
Yeah, I can see that too.
Now, I want to show a clip to you, BeeWoo, man, as we get into this next topic and talk about some of the luckiest teams in the world, man. But, sometimes luck is what do they call it, man? They say luck is when preparation meets opportunity, is what they say.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, hey, maybe that's what you call it, but this play was ridiculous, man.
And it seems that they keep finding themselves in situations like this after week after week after week.
But they find a way to win. That's the crazy thing, man.
They keep winning.
Keep winning. So as you can see here, man, the doink to win the game, man. This is crazy. We've been talking about kickers all season long, man.
Yeah.
All season long, we've been talking about kickers, and they blow the games, man. And this guy comes out there, backup kicker for the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Wearing number 49 all numbers, first and foremost.
Right.
Doinks it off of the upright, and it goes in still, man. And they stay 12-1, win the division, back in the playoffs again, man. Ho hum. It's crazy, man.
Yeah, man. It is,
It is crazy.
You can only wonder, is this going to be how the season is going to go all the way out for them,
man,
or is there going to be a debacle somewhere?
I feel two ways about this. Because I said after last year, I'm not going to go against Patrick Mahomes until somebody beats him.
Right.
They only lost one game, though, man. I keep saying, man, there's no way this keeps going on, but. I mean, so part of my mind is nobody's ever won 3 in a row. They keep just dodging losses every single week, man.
They keep dodging.
They probably have 4 or 5 losses, man. But they 12-1, so
easily could have that many losses.
Yeah.
But they somehow keep staying afloat and getting it done in the last minutes of games. But last plays.
That's championship pedigree, though.
Championship
pedigree. You would see that. Well, I think the Patriots just were cheating. But so Chiefs, I don't know if y'all cheating or not, man. But maybe it was some stick 'em on the ball or something. I don't know. They had a deflated ball.
Something. I mean,
a little fishy how they keep winning the games late. But
they keep getting the luck of the draw.
They do, man. They do.
And it is
good
times.
It is, man. But I mean,
for the Chiefs,
you got to respect them. They won 3 Super Bowls already. They're trying to win a 3rd in a row and 4 in 5 years. So, I mean, we'll see. I think, like I said, we talked about the Bills, we talked about the Steelers. I mean, we don't trust any of those teams, really. We don't trust the Ravens no more.
Yeah.
We might be looking at the team that is the team to beat, and we just ignoring them unless we think the Lions or, Eagles can do something on the other side.
Like we said, man, to beat a man, you got to beat the man, and they still the man.
There you go, man.
Yeah,
Shout out to Rick Flair.
Until they dethrone,
then,
I'm
with that,
you got to
man.
put some respect on them.
They the team to beat. Definitely in the AFC, man, and probably the whole league too, man. Speaking of teams that had leads, man, and take the lead, or a team that, on a smaller scale just keeps winning the division every year.
Yeah.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, man, we thought they was dead. Thought it was over with, man. The Bucs lost to the Falcons back in week 8, week 9. Falcons was 6-3, had a 2-game lead on this team, and they had beaten them twice, swept them. And the Bucs, with their victory over the Raiders, they back in first place, man.
We back.
That is crazy.
Yeah, I mean, Baker Mayfield it keep getting it done. I think he was like 18 for 29 yesterday. He had 3 touchdowns. And he just, with guys being hurt, throughout the season, Baker just
they lost Godwin, they lost Evans for a while.
And I mean, and it just like the man, it's how
something's wrong with this. How does this happen?
How does this happen?
Yeah.
How do you not trying to jump ahead because we're talking about the Bucs, but this is a dirty bird
adjacent, if not halfway, dirty bird. So,
but I mean, how do you just
I think it's the same thing. Like we was talking about with the Chiefs.
Yeah.
They just win this division every year, man. Whether it's old Tom Brady or
right,
it don't matter who the quarterback
is. We thought that when Tom Brady left,
that it was gonna be wide open.
It was wide open. This is our time, and the Bucs, man, they ain't gonna get it done with Baker Mayfield. No way, Baker, man, he'll be out of it. And here they are.
He done came right in and picked up what Tom Brady left off.
Picked up what Tom Brady left off. Still winning the division.
It's won a playoff game like they beat the Eagles last year in the playoffs.
We won a playoff game. And hey man, I don't know, but they probably can wrap the division up again, depending on how these next few games go. I think they might only have to go 2-2 at the win of the division.
I think so, man.
And the Falcons, go.
Falcons, it depends on what they do because the Falcons still got the tiebreaker.
Falcons still have
a game behind them right now. So if they go 2-2 and the Falcons go 2-2, they'll win. Falcons got to win 3 games
because they're behind them.
So
I mean,
man. We're gonna get into it, man. The Falcons, blown out by Sam Darnold and the Vikings, man. We saw big plays. We saw defensive lapses. We saw more turnovers from Kirk Cousins. A hodgepodge. And the funny thing is, the defense came out. They were getting the pass rush. They got to Sam Darnold. Looked like, okay, they're going to keep sustaining this. But what is the problem, man?
I don't know because, when Mike Smith was here, he used to say, sacks are, overrated and sacks.
You know who says that? A team that can't get no sacks.
and you know what? And that's what we've been hollering for, man. We need a pass rush. We need a pass rush. And guess what? We've been sacking the quarterback these last 2 weeks. I think we got 4 yesterday. And 4 last
5 or 6.
So, I mean, are these sacks overrated? Because we've lost 4 straight games and we've been getting sacks.
Well, thank you for that setup. You know why Mike Smith said that, right?
Well,
he had a quarterback that could win it on the other side. That's why he had the great Matt Ryan quarterback in his team. So, if you got a quarterback that can come through for you.
All right, cut.
Thanks. Cut. However, if you got a quarterback that throws 8 interceptions in 4 games and no touchdowns,
yeah, man.
I mean, that's the problem. It works hand in hand.
Let's stick to the script because you're getting off topic here. But
no, I'm serious. I think the quarterback play and the secondary play too. Secondary play has not been good.
Yeah, I mean, the secondary
offense still running around in the circle trying to figure out what
secondary definitely looked suspicious yesterday. And then You look at Simmons coming over. He
been a disappointment.
He really hadn't been, what we thought we were.
Both of the pickups, Judon and Simmons.
Judon did get a sack.
Man, that sack took forever.
And he also had one last week.
Yeah,
but
I kind of walking into him a little bit.
Yeah, man. But man, I don't know, man. Sam Darnold had 5 touchdowns. Career day.
Justin Jefferson, who's one of the best receivers, and I didn't even realize he hadn't had a touchdown in 2 months. He got back on track with 2 TDs.
Yeah.
I had Addison on my team.
Would it be, man?
The whole season,
that guy?
And dropped him because he wasn't doing nothing.
Man,
he went crazy.
That's why I'm like, this dude is really showing
like Randy Moss out there.
Yeah, I mean, this guy, and I don't even not familiar with Addison, but that dude was, man.
Yeah,
he was all over the place. Like, and I'm like, Jefferson he ain't gotta do touchdowns in 2 months because that way number 3 balled out for him.
Yeah,
that guy balled out yesterday, man. And
Jones running the ball good,
like they kind of drones, and that's why when I talk about Minnesota is that kind of
they got a good
tough team, and that's who I'm speaking of. Aaron Jones, he ran the ball well yesterday. But also, we ran the ball well yesterday, and we still because this was the best run
pass rush. Yeah, they got a very good
and we did run the ball good yesterday.
Yeah.
But man, it's Cuz, man,
Kirk Cousins, and the crazy. The fourth quarter of the game was tied 21-21, man.
Yeah,
they scored the touchdowns, tied 21-21, and everything just fell apart.
Man, we have some real issues here in Atlanta, and it seems like every year around this time we talking about we have some real.
We thought it was gonna be different this year, though, man.
And it is not. Anything changed. I know up in Flower Branch is not a good day.
Nah, I can't.
Man, these guys have got to come up with something because you're gonna tell me Michael Penix couldn't warn you this game yesterday, and Kirk Cousins.
Well, we just said they wasn't gonna put him in this week.
Yeah, we
know, they should have.
Although they should have, and I ain't
gonna say they should have.
because the game it was still intact into the fourth quarter, into the fumble out there coming out of the end zone.
Yeah.
And,
but one thing we both said when we was, kind of texted throughout the game, Kirk Cousins does not have any legs, man.
No,
he cannot move. He's just like
his legs are frozen.
I'm just gonna try to make something.
And I feel you, Kirk, because I wake up with frozen knees and legs every morning.
I hurt my back this weekend while I was in bed all day Sunday. So I know the lower extremities are very important. Man.
I know it's kind of rough to move around right now, man.
But we ain't getting paid $100 million.
No.
So I mean,
and
I figure something out, man.
Yeah, man.
But that's crazy.
The game didn't get out of hand to the fourth quarter, and then it looked like a game that you were never in, but you were in it. Yeah. So when you go up and sit in the office at Flowery Branch, and you try to come up with some solutions on what's going to happen. That is going to be a take of what they say. Well, we were in this game all the way to the fourth quarter. And Kirk gives us the best chance, which is completely BS.
What they say, man, almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades.
So,
that's it.
So we're gonna count in this. We're probably gonna trot Kirk back out there again.
Not probably, but Raheem has said Kirk Cousins is our quarterback.
Yeah, and Raheem also said if it wasn't for bad quarterback play, he probably wouldn't be here. So I don't know,
Raheem, I love you. We wanted you to have this job. I can't believe I'm about to. Don't give Desmond Ritter no bulletin board material.
Yeah, I mean, hey,
you got to go see Desmond Ritter now, BeeWoo. Boy,
you got to go see Riddles. And like
man,
I said,
listen, man, how
Raheem? I'm sure they're gonna probably play that all.
Oh, week. They are.
Yeah.
And the Raiders ain't got nothing to play for.
Yeah.
They one of the worst teams in the league. They keep everybody hurt. They done traded folks away.
Yeah.
Antonio Pierce, this is his version. He may get fired. Who knows?
Right.
But do you feel confident that the Falcons gonna win this game, man? 4 losses in a row.
Man, you know,
we know Desmond Ridder so well, so we know what he's definitely not capable of much. But this the kind of game that.
So I was looking at Ritter's stat yesterday.
Man, this the kind of game.
And his stats are from yesterday's game, pretty similar to what he's done here in Atlanta. I think he was 12 for 18 or something like that.
Okay.
And 108 yards. Yeah. So stats are pretty much still doing the same type of thing. He didn't have any picks.
No. I mean, but more than we can say for the quarterback currently.
He didn't have any picks.
Turnover machine.
But when you look at a guy like Ridder plays with a lot of heart.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that's been
much heart.
And I'm sure that's been in the back of his mind.
Oh, he wasn't even. I made a mistake a couple weeks ago and said we were gonna have to play him, but I guess it was foreshadowing.
Yeah,
because he was the backup.
Yeah,
and look what happened, man. The quarterback get hurt, and now you got to.
Yeah, play him for real.
My lord.
But
that's scary, man.
Yeah, man. It is not something as a Falcon fan you want to walk
on Monday night.
On Monday night, it will be next to the 28-3.
Nah.
If you lose this game Monday night to Desmond Ridder,
it's not 28-3.
It will be that type of
embarrassment. It'll be Bobby Petrino on Monday night quitting before the game started. Yeah. Maybe that'll take like number 2 on that spot. Not 28-3 though.
Man, if you lose to Desmond Ridder,
listen, man. You know
you said Desmond Ridder is the reason that I'm here.
But think about this: how unfathomable was it for them to lose 28-3 game? They was up. There's no way they should. I almost think there's no way they can beat Desmond Ridder on Monday night. No, man. No. I don't see a way that they can win this game.
Well, the defense has been playing good, and only thing, you know, if Desmond Ridder uses his legs against this Falcon team,
they're gonna be in trouble, man.
They're gonna be in trouble.
Yeah,
they're gonna be in trouble because we are not good against mobile quarterbacks.
Yeah.
And if he does that, then we're gonna probably have some issues on Monday night in LA, and it's not gonna be something that you're gonna want to stay on watching all night.
You got a Georgia boy you got to worry about who probably gonna go crazy on you. Meanwhile, your supposed unicorn, earth-shattering, change the world tight end can't catch a pass that hit him right in the hands. Yeah. You got to watch Brock Bowers on the other side
because you definitely gonna watch Brock Bowers.
You're
gonna see a lot of him. You're gonna see a lot of Brock.
Seen last week. They got to see Brock this week.
You're gonna see a lot of Brock Bowers, and you know,
yeah, that's tough.
Struggling quarterback best friend is tight end.
Yep.
And man, that's
the Falcons don't got one.
And that is a beast of a tight end.
Oh yeah, man. He set the rookie record for tight end receptions this past Sunday. So
man, this is gonna be, like I said, you don't want to say that, but this is gonna be embarrassing if you lose this game.
I only think because it's not as surprising if it happens.
Oh, it'll be very surprising.
For you to let me help you, Falcon fans.
To a 2-18.
Let me help you, Falcon fans. Y'all probably gonna lose this game, man. Yeah. Don't get your hopes up. It's not gonna turn around, man.
Yeah, I mean,
you're more than likely to lose this game than win it the way things been going.
You lost 4 games in a row.
You lost to the sorry Saints.
You were sitting at one time 6-3.
6-3. Maybe they can catch the Lions. Who knows if you get lucky, or they gonna have a higher seed than the Eagles, or they can stick around and get the 2 seed. Now you're not gonna make the playoffs, probably. You got to win the division to make the playoffs.
And you're not. You went from being in the playoffs to being in the hunt.
Yeah, you don't want to be in the hunt, man.
And you know, just last week, Coach Raw was saying everything's still in front of us.
I just seen him say that. Well, this is why we play 17 games. Like, you're gonna run out of excuses at some point, man. You're gonna run out of games,
and you don't want to wait till you run out of excuses because then that means it's week 18 against Carolina, and it's too late then.
And we are back to the same thing that I've been saying on the show. If you've been watching it, that's why I said 3 years ago, play Desmond Ridder. You can't keep wasting these seasons like this. I'm old and gray now, man.
Yeah.
When are we gonna see this team turning around, man? The last 3 years have just been because of quarterback play.
Quarterback play.
You wasted 2 years with Ridder. You had Mariota out there. I ain't gonna say, and y'all know I love Matt Ryan. The last 6 or 7 years, because Matt Ryan was trash when he was still here. He went to the Super Bowl and won MVP before that. But them last few years of Matt Ryan, what? It was a wrap for him. Right? You know, I said after the Super Bowl, get rid of everybody, Matt Ryan included. So since 2016, it's just been, you have not been to the playoffs since 2016, man. 2017, I think they lost to the Eagles that year. You haven't been since 2017.
No, they didn't. They didn't make the playoffs after that Super Bowl.
Did they not? They made it back. They lost second round, I think,
to the Eagles. Yeah, but
since then, nothing.
And it's all, like you said, being quarterback play, quarterback issues, and you know.
And the crazy thing is, you drafted a quarterback, man. Like, this shouldn't even be a conversation at this point.
No.
Why? If you drafted this guy and believed in him,
right?
You got to pull the plug, man. We still got something to play for. Let this, and you hear you see the reports at practice. Penix looking real good at practice. Is reports out of practice? Penix look good.
Well, I don't believe anything that's being reported out of Flowery.
We haven't heard that before.
We heard that about Desmond Riddle's when he was.
But they got no reason to say that now, though. Especially with Kirk Cousins spiraling, they know the people want to see Penix, man.
Again,
all of the local media here calling for Kirk to be benched.
Is Penix? You know, one would have to wonder if you're that got your butt stuck up your nose. Yeah, that part. If your head stuck up your butt that much, that you're too blind to see that.
I told you I don't draft.
I need to make this quarterback change, or is it?
I don't think it's because somebody asked me this today. Somebody asked me, why won't Raheem just bench Kirk? I don't think he has the power to do that.
I don't either.
I don't think he has the power to do it. I think this is bigger than Raheem.
And I think this is, and
he's towing the company line.
Yeah.
Saying, hey, Kirk is our quarterback. We believe in Kirk. Because that's what has been brought down to him. Like, oh,
yeah,
we're going to play Kirk no matter what.
And I don't know if they're trying to sell it to Arthur like that. If Fontenot is trying to sell this to Arthur.
It might be because he's going to be.
Because, I mean, somebody should had the sense enough. I can't say that this is a Fontenot move. Because if it is, why would you go get your insurance?
Well, listen, who does it go back to then? So who you think it is if it's not just Fontenot? You think it's Raheem in that too?
I think it's all three of them.
But there's only one person that signed the checks, though, man.
And I just think that, man, and I think it's all three of them because
I gave y'all a pass.
And you know what? I'm not gonna put Rye on this. I think it's Fontenot, and I think it's Arthur Blank.
I mean, we seen this story before. We seen a press conference that we didn't have the GM at the press conference when we fired the coach. Like a bunch of goofy stuff, man. And Fontenot, they said, no, he's going to be involved. So now he involved. We got to think, is this him making these picks?
Like I said,
the coach is gone. You can't blame Arthur Smith no more.
I don't think it is Fontenot alone. I think Rich McKay is still picking his nose.
I was hoping you didn't say that name, Rich McKay. Rich McKay said, hey, my name Bennett and ain't in it.
Yeah,
that's what he told us when he was at the press
conference. That's what he said. That's what he said.
Hey, Arthur.
But how do you go get your insurance if you're hitching your wagon to Kirk Cousins?
You sound like me. That's what I said.
How do you go get?
You said this made sense. You said it was because they want to make the folks happy in Atlanta.
No, and they do.
But how you make them happy if you're not
people
playing
that look like me and you?
But you're not playing them though.
See a quarterback that look like me and you. Because I mean, I talked to some of these folks and they think Penix is like, man, y'all don't know about.
Yeah, Penix. He don't run.
He don't run. He has the capability, but he's not running.
As much as anybody can run. Yeah, but he's
not
gonna sit in the pocket and throw the ball. That's what he does.
He's not a running quarterback. But again, I am just stuck
he
right
can move
here.
Better than Kirk Cousins.
He definitely can move
with
better
bad
than
ACLs and everything.
And all that. He's a lot younger.
Yeah,
he can move. Has a better arm. One of probably the best arms in the league right now. Probably so. The guy can throw, but he's not a runner. So if you're thinking that, that's not what you're not going to see.
I mean, but we don't care about it. We just.
But I just cannot get past this point. this is a fun to know thing, then how do you go say, hey, I'm gonna get me some insurance on this?
Well, they say they loved Penix so much. He was such a good player.
So that's why
he's gonna get a quarterback.
That's why you go ahead and say
you preach it to the choir.
That's why you go ahead and say so.
Kurt,
that's why
come over here with me.
So
hold
again,
his clipboard.
It's the Keep It Real show.
Yeah.
It's the Keep It Real
Somebody's lying. What kids? I think
people that look like me. Hold on, and I'm finna say some things that y'all might not like.
Ahead, man. Do you think
it's the Keep It Real show?
Yeah.
And sometimes the people that look like me and you,
yeah,
be sent out there. They be sent. You know what I'm saying?
To do it.
Sent out there to say, "Hey, that's a boss.
Yeah,
I was gonna make this right."
Hey man, if that's the case, Terry, right. Blink twice if you are in the second place, man.
Yeah. You would never know. You would never know. But I don't think this is all Terry, because why would you go get Penix and then say Kurt is my guy,
well, listen,
and
man,
I'm not gonna play?
You know how I feel. I told you it ain't Terry. I told you it ain't Raheem, and I told you this team will never win until Arthur Blank gets the hell out of the way, man. That's not like what you're saying. I mean, Arthur Blank making these folks. He the puppet master.
Well, you know, I heard somebody
who missed the field goal. What he do? Pat Cool on the back. Oh,
I heard somebody call in on a radio show today, and they hung up on him because they said Arthur Blank is the problem, and I thought that was you calling. You're the only one that I've heard say that Arthur Blank.
I need to find who that
was, man. And you know what? They hung up on that guy. But that guy was.
Oh, they shouldn't have hung up on him, man.
Yeah, they didn't. Yeah, they didn't want to hear.
It's just the facts, man.
They didn't want to hear.
And I'm not. It's not even a bad thing, man. Arthur Blank has, he's paid. He'll pay the money for the play. He paid Kirk Cousins, so we're not saying he won't pay the folks, but he got to let the football people make football decisions, man. And it seems like that's not what he's doing.
Yeah, and I think that's why Belichick and caller said. I think that's why Belichick went here. I think that's why you don't get.
You can't do that with Belichick.
Jim Harbaugh. I think that's why you don't get a lot of those guys in here.
Yeah. And they'll tell Arthur, get out. Hey, don't. Why you down here on my sideline?
Yeah, I think that's why a lot of those guys, because it keeps being a lot of the same with different faces. It keeps being a lot of the same with different faces.
It is.
And and
from Jim Moore to Mike Smith,
it keeps being a lot of the same.
It keeps saying the same. Yeah,
and it's different.
One, it's two common denominators, like you said, Rich McKay, and Arthur Blank, man.
Yeah, it keeps being a lot of. Hey, man, if y'all a couple old farts up there, man, just say it so we can, stop being so stressed out about this, because we know how old farts is. You can't make them change their mind. So,
listen, man. Falcon fans, like, what do you do as a Falcon fan then, man? We say we don't think they're gonna make a change. We feel like it's time for the Kirk Cousins era to be over with.
Yeah.
Let's just say they play this out this year.
Hopefully, no, this year. Again,
I don't think they're gonna bench them, man.
We're in the midst of a playoffs. We're in the midst of a playoff run.
Yeah.
Again, just like last year. And we're here. And we have something behind us. Let's just see, because now everything's not in front of you anymore. So everything's not in front of you anymore. No. So let's just go out here and play ball and have fun, and let's see what Michael Penix. If it doesn't work, you still got another year. You're not gonna get fired.
Yeah, they're not gonna. That's why I said next year he on the clock probably. But
so let's go ahead and get it started and see what you can do, and tell Mr. Kirk Cousins that, hey man, cuz it was all good, but
appreciate your services.
Appreciate your service, and
put your ball cap on, and hold his iPad for you.
Yeah, and just ride it out, and hey man, we'll see next year. But man, them knees is gone, man. And the ball don't even, like, a couple passes he was throwing. And that's what them things were going like that, man.
Greg Olsen talking about Kirk Cousins has one of the strongest arms. Look at that pass. I'm like, boy, that was a duck.
Yeah.
On the out, he threw the McClyde.
Kirk has to have a clean pocket for him to throw a ball like that.
It's gonna be all bad.
Anything a bird fly in front of him is gonna distract his throw. So
now he's oblivious to it though. But the bird's gonna knock him over. That's the problem.
Yeah,
like he gonna stand back there, pat the ball, and get hit, fumble it, or whatever.
Yeah,
man. It's frustrating.
So I mean, you gotta go ahead. I think you gotta put your foot on the gas, and you know, I don't know Wednesday when this report comes out about what's going to go on, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be more the same. I just don't see no heart up there in the organization to just change things. It's been so much of the same, and I don't see it changing. You know, and I think they are gonna wait till it's too late to put Michael Penix in.
Listen, man.
Like even the fans is calling for it.
Yeah,
everybody's saying
local media
now you went and paid a man. He was the top quarterback in free agency, and you went and drafted a quarterback. So now you're in a position that makes everybody say, "Man, this is the laughing stock of the league."
I told you that. Go back after the draft. I said. This is like a clown show, man.
Yeah.
And you just setting yourself up to look crazy. Or we predicted this, man. If Kirk come out and don't do what he's supposed to do, we said, is this only going to make the fans say, okay, we want to see Penix. And if you know you're not going to do that, why even set yourself up for that, man?
Right.
You could have waited. You could have brought Heineke. You had Heineke on the roster still.
Yeah, Heineke on the roster.
You could have let him be your backup and just drafted a quarterback next year if you saw this from Kirk.
Got a good one coming out. Not a heavy quarterback draft, but you know,
and somebody who can, you know, pull some strings maybe, and somebody who probably will want to be here.
Yeah.
Man,
so,
it's crazy, man.
Man. I mean, you played yourself into a situation that, you know, knowing the people up there in Flowery Branch, they're gonna play it out, man. It's sad to say.
Yeah, I'm Falcon fans. Listen, man, take it from an old Falcon fan, man. You don't have to live like this, man. It's much cleaner on the other side, man. My skin is glowing now since I stopped being a Falcon fan. My Sundays feel much better. Listen, man, don't let these folks do this to you because they going to do it. I don't know why they just won't play Penix, but we're going to be at week 18 talking about, man, they should have put Penix in week 12, 13.
Yeah. And we, like I said, we knew it wasn't going to happen last week or this week with Kirk going to Minnesota. We knew that one. Even, you know,
it's never a perfect time, though. That's the thing.
It's never a perfect time.
Oh, Kirk coming back. Oh, it's a Monday night game. Oh, it's you gotta. I mean, Penix getting paid too. You got to put him out there.
Great coaches do great things, in despite of, you know, what a player might think. He does what's best for the team, and your team, your defense has been playing for you.
So you got a man roster.
You got to reward these guys, man. And
Kirk sacrificed the 53
has been
for the
around this league long enough. He know he playing bad.
He was in the same situation, BeeWoo, in Washington.
Yeah, he know he playing.
It was a franchise quarterback who was the same age, one of the old man, Robert Griffin III, who they benched for Kirk Cousins.
Yeah,
he done been here before, man. Hey, man, you know how the game go, man.
Yeah.
So, he got to play the game, man. He know what time it is. He know he's sneaking it up. 8 interceptions the last 4 games.
No touchdown.
You got the most interceptions in the league, most turnovers in the league. Yeah. What can he say? But all right, I need to sit on the bench, man. I have not played up to standard. Nobody could. It's there in black and white, man. We've seen it. Everybody has.
Yeah. You're right.
I mean, why are we holding on to this man's hopes for? Must be the money. But you're going to pay him regardless, though. I had a young person tell me today, man, why would I pay? I shouldn't pay no rent at my mom and dad's house. If I'm there or not, they're going to still have to pay rent. I said, but I wish I was privileged like that. But anywho, yeah, the same thing, though. They're going to pay Kirk either way. So bench him and try to win. Like, you're going to have to pay him either way.
You got to pay him either way.
Might as well.
I think the cap hit is what, like 40-something?
Yeah. 45 million, 40 something.
I mean, they could do what they did to Russ, send him out, you know, somewhere. Somebody might take.
Much as I hate Sean Payne, he don't care. he got right on up out of there. That ain't got nothing to do with Raheem is attached to Kirk.
And that goes back to what I was saying. People look like me and you.
Just happy to be here sometimes. So I got
just happy to be
here. Say go along and get along.
I'm just happy to be here. Hey, man, and I hate to bring that news to y'all like that, but this is
a reality. That's a reality.
Yeah. But,
sometimes you got to go ahead and be like, look, man, today, I hear what you're saying. You can just fire me, Mr. Blank. You're going to have to pay me whatever for these next 3 years. So I'm starting this guy, though, because this guy's killing us. So I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah. And, Rod, love you to death, bro. But, hey, man.
We advocated for him to get a job on him, man.
Yeah, so, I need to see some Mike Tomlin in you.
Yeah.
I need to see some Mike Tomlin in you.
That's his guy, man.
Yeah.
Holler at Mike Tomlin, man.
I'm sure Mike could give, hey, man,
and you in Atlanta, like he in Pittsburgh. Them folks really want him out of there. He just wins too much, so they can't do nothing about it.
Yeah. Say, hey, man, we got you back, man.
Yeah, man.
If we have to go down there and boycott, bro, we'll do it for you now. We did it for Michael Vick, who really wasn't with us. So, hey, we'll do it for you, man.
Hey, man.
We'll do it for you. Hey, let's make some things happen, man.
Yeah.
Make some things happen, man.
We'll see, man. Monday night, Desmond Ridder goes back against his former team. We're going to see what happens, man.
Yeah.
But, hey, we telling you the Kirk Cousins era should be over with.
Yeah.
And everybody else in Atlanta County mostly feel the same way.
Everybody else mostly feels the same way. It's time to move on, man. Kirk gave us, a good swag surf while he was doing it.
It was fun. I had fun.
I
can see it coming back. I had a fun couple weeks.
It was good.
Yeah.
But I'm starting to think that the age is catching up now.
Yeah.
And man. Kirk, we love you, bro. But I think, I think it's
what they did to Old Yeller. You seen Old Yeller? Old Yeller was a good dog, man. They called him back. I'll do it. He's my dog.
Yeah.
Send him back there. My bad. I know dog references in Atlanta get a little touchy, but
you might have should have did. Hey, man, let's get off this air, man. We is cutting up.
With that being said, man, hey, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, tell a friend, BeeWoo who else need to
tell a hater, man. Hey, most definitely.
Gotta keep it real.
Yes, sir.
We'll see y'all later, man.